my name is Ann, and today I'm going to do a little quick design comparison between these two phones that I'm having right now. This is the Samsung Galaxy Trend Plus, or you know as the S Duos 2, and this is the Sony Xperia E single edition. So this is just my two of my regular phone. I'm just having this one, this broken, you already know. That's one I'm actually using for, basically, calling and stuff like that. Just going to get the brightness down and okay. So so these two phones right here. So I couldn't compare the UI because this one is broken, but let's take a quick little design here. And the first thing I want to take a look is the overall thing. And these two phones are, of course, made of plastic because these are budget phones. These are not meant to be mid-range or flagship whatsoever. So these phones are completely plastic all over here, and the screen is also made of plastic as well, which is a little bit better to drop, but it doesn't really set up to scratches. And we have a pretty similar what front here. Both have very thick bezels. The sensors placements are actually pretty similar. You can see these two phones here. The Samsung has two holes, the Sony has two holes as well. EP is a little bit different, and the Samsung Trend Plus has a front-facing selfie camera, which the E does not have, which is a bonus one. Let's look at the back here. So this Trend Plus has a 2 megapixel camera, and this one has a 3.2 megapixel camera. So a little bit on the Sony side here, that's a little bit higher megapixel, but I couldn't compare the photo because this one is broken. But this one has a flash, which this one doesn't have, which is a good thing. And these both have a removable back, so you can pop this one out here to replace the battery. But this one has a little bit of a weird back design here. It's just having a 1/10 of the 9/10 of the back design here. We also have a bottom back cover as well. I don't know what that does mean to have. So it's kind of weird to have this bottom back here. And this one is pretty regular kind of back cover style, and it has a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and this one also has a 1500 milliamp hour battery as well. So both have this similar battery capacity. And if you take a look at the back here, you can see it's provided is black, and you can replace, you can put the micro SD card and slot inside, as well as this SIM card inside. So that is nice. The micro SD card actually on the side on the Trend Plus, so that is one of the good things. Let's put the back, and let's take a look at the these are the frame size here. So left side, right side both have the power button. This one has a round one, looks feels all very click, very nice. The round one's great, and this one here is a little bit harder to press. It kind of take a little bit of a practicing to get it pressed nicely. And my graphics card tray on this one. Let's try side here. On the left side, we do have the micro USB port on the E here on the left side, and we have the volume button here. The volume button is on the E is on the side here, which I lost its cover, this bezel. And on this E, it also has a dedicated shutter button, as you can see, but it's also lost its cover. So look at the front. Again, it has thick bezels. The home button on the Samsung is a clickable button. We know physical button. This one has a touch it button. Okay, touch button both for outside the screen. This one has the back and the more tap on the menu button on the opposite side of this one here. And this does backlight, which is nice, and so is the Sony E phone as well. It also has backlighting, and that was one cool thing, which is the LED bar on the bottom, which is very cool. Looks really nice. It doesn't really serve for very cool things, just a little theme, and can actually replace the theme to replace the black bar color. Let's say let's do amber, and it gonna has the little bit of yellow amber here, and let me change to ruby, and it will have a more of a red or something. That's very nice, and which Sony could get it back to some other newer phones as well. So basically that is enough for the quick design comparison. These two phones, two pretty cool budget phones in the price. I don't know if you can remember, but this phone here was my sister phones, and this phone was my older sister phone as well. Both have the very similar design schemes, different brands, Samsung and Sony, and this one here is actually a little bit thicker than the Samsung as well. But that this and this Sony E has a very weird design. It kind of has a little bit of ring on the side of the frame, as you can see, and it has a little bit of a protruding side here. So it's much better, and compared to these phones is the Samsung is kind of more comfortable. This guy is a little bit cranky because the corners is so sharp. You can see the corners is like not that rounded much, so it's very kind of pain when it kind of hit the palm of your hands. Kind of weird. So that's basically the quick comparison of the Samsung 10 Plus and the Sony Xperia E. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.